Hey, this is Chris. How you doing? Got a little tip for you. If you have a Motorola phone product, I know it works for this phone. I'm not sure about other phones, but we recently got new phones, and they're Moto Z2 Force phones. And the other day, I started having trouble getting the USB to work. We shoot the videos on this phone, or I shoot my videos on this phone, and then I transfer it over to my computer so I can edit it, and then I transfer it back to the phone to upload it because it saves on our hotspot bandwidth. But anyway, when you plug this phone in, it's a little bit different than other phones I've had before. When you plug it in, you have to then put your finger at the top of the screen and drag down to get the little menu there, and then there's a USB option there, and so you tap on it, and then it gives you 4 or 5 options of what to do, either charge or transfer files, and there's a couple other ones, I can't remember what they are. But anyway, so you have to highlight the transfer files option, and then you hear that Windows sound if you have Windows, that doo-doo sound, and then voila, you can get into the file system on the phone and do what you need to do. Well, the other day it stopped. It would bring up, I could get that menu. No, I could not get the menu. That's right. The menu would not appear. I could swipe down from the top of the phone as many times as I liked after I'd plugged the USB cable in, and nothing would happen. I mean, the menus would come up, but not the USB menu. And so I got online and I went to the Lenovo forums and looked around. Nobody really had a good answer, except that maybe it was a bad Android update. That seems to be like the default explanation for when anything goes wrong. It's just, well, it needs to be updated, or the update was bad, or whatever. Well, on this phone, if you press the power button just for a second, you get a little menu. It says either restart or turn off. And so I tried that. I tried it both ways. I tried just doing the restart button, where it just turns off all by itself and then turns back on all by itself. And I tried the turning it off and then turning it on manually. I used to have a shirt that says, "Have you tried?" I just have to see if I still have that. It says, "Have you tried turning it on, turning it off, and turning it back on again?" Because that's like number one thing to do if you have a computer problem. But anyway, neither one of those things worked, and so I'm really getting concerned. Like, do I have a cable problem? Well, Lee's cable was sitting up here on the counter, so I tried hers, and it didn't work either. And so, in desperation, or inspiration, as it turned out, I took the phone and I pressed down the power button and held it down until the phone turned off. And what I discovered is that is the equivalent of pressing the power button on your laptop or on your desktop. If you press it in long enough, the machine completely shuts down right away, and it shuts down all the way. And so I did that, and then turned the phone back on. It didn't come on for like 30 seconds. I was afraid I'd screwed something up, but it did come back on, and as soon as I plugged in the USB cable and swiped, everything was as it should be. So that is that's something to think about anytime you're having a phone problem. Like I said, I can only give this advice for Motorola phones, but I think probably most other phones are the same way. If they have that kind of menu where if you just press the power button briefly and it gives you the menu, either restart or turn off. So this is a good thing. This would be a good thing to do if you're having any kind of trouble with your phone. Just do a good hard reset on it. Hold that power button down until it goes off, and then restart it as normal and see if that doesn't clear your problem. Oftentimes, I think it will. All right, you have any questions or comments, please do so in the section below. Like and subscribe. We appreciate it when you do, and we'll see you on the next one.